Hi my clients, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for my clients by MKV. So dear children, before starting my today's class, I want to tell you about your attendance. So please don't forget to mark your attendance because I am observing total number of students is 131 and many times I am getting the attendance less than 100. So this is very bad. You all pay attention towards your studies, go through this. This is for your benefit, not for your loss. So please children, you learn the study and give your attendance daily before 5 o'clock. So last limit is 5 o'clock. Second thing, in the previous video also I told you, you please arrange the practical file, and for doing the practicals, glazed papers or colored papers, some graph papers and full geometry box, and for paper cutting and pasting you require the scissor as well as Fevistick or Fevicol. So please arrange these things and keep it ready. So maybe in next class or in the last this Saturday class or Friday class, I will tell you what to do in your practical files, right? So please be ready with these things. And now I am going to start my class. So please over to the class. So children, today I will tell you how to divide a polynomial by another polynomial, right? And to find the quotient and the remainder. So in this case you will learn how to divide two polynomials. So here question is, divide a polynomial fx is equal to 6x cube plus 11x square minus 39x minus 65 by the polynomial gx is equal to x square minus 1 plus x, and also find the quotient and the remainder. So children, this is the question. Now to do this, using the long division method, what we will do here, this quantity, this gx, we will take as divisor, and fx is equal to 6x cube plus 11x square minus 39x minus 65, this we will take as dividend. So in this case, the important thing, the purpose of showing this is, here the terms are not written in descending powers of x. So first of all you will write these value of gx in the descending powers of x. So x square minus 1 plus x, first of all you will write x square plus x minus 1. Similarly, if the dividend is not written in descending power of x, so first of all you will write it in descending power of x. After this you will see the first term of divisor, that is x square. Here you see the first term, it is 6x cube. So to bring the 6x cube below this, here we will see the number 1. So this number 1 you will multiply by 6 to get 6. So here you will write 6. Now you see the power, x to the power, here 2, but we want the power 3. So one more power is required. So we will write x also. So here first of all we will write 6x. Now by this 6x we will multiply all three numbers. So 6x into x square will become 6x cube plus 6x into x will be 6x square minus 6x into 1 will be minus 6x. After writing these three terms, we will change the sign, and why we are changing? To subtract. So to subtract this, we will change the sign. Now same quantity, so we can cancel. Now positive 11x square and negative 6x square. So 11 minus 6, 5x square. Here negative 39x and positive 6x, it will be minus 33x. Then you will copy minus 65. Now to write the second step, here you see what is the number? 5. This is plus 5. So we want the sign plus. Here before this there is plus sign, so we will write plus here. Now before this there is 1, but we want 5. So this 1 before this, by which number you will multiply to get 5? So 1 we will multiply by 5 to get 5 here. After that we want power 2, it is already there, so no need to write any x, only 5 we will write. Now by this 5 we will multiply the whole expression, so we will get 5x square plus 5x minus 5. After that change the sign, so 5x square minus 5x square cancel. Here minus 33x, this is also minus 5x, so it will be minus 38x, minus 65, and this minus will change to plus. So minus 65 plus 5 will become minus 60. So minus 38x minus 60, this is the remainder in this case. So quotient is 6x plus 5 and the remainder is minus 38x minus 60. After getting this, we can, so question is over till here, but here now we are proving this result dividend algorithm, that a dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So we will apply this formula and we will see whether our answer is correct or not. So to check this, formula is dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So here quotient divisor is x square plus x minus 1 and the quotient is 6x plus 5 plus remainder is minus 38x minus 60. Now we will multiply these two brackets. So 6x cube, 6x into x square is 6x cube, 6x into x will be 6x square and 6x minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to minus 6x, then by 5x square, then 5x and then minus 5, then plus minus minus 38x and minus plus minus minus 60. Now we will collect the like terms. So 6x cube, here 6x square plus 5x square, it is 11x square, then minus 6x and plus 5x will be and minus 38x. These all together will be minus 39x and then minus 60 and minus 5 will become minus 65. So we are observing this quantity is equal to divisor dividend 6x cube plus 11x square minus 39x minus 65. So this quantity is same. So we have proved that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Right? So now we will go to the next question. See the next question. Question is divide the polynomial fx is equal to 30x to the power 4 plus 11x cube minus 82x square minus 12x plus 48 by 3x square plus 2x minus 4 and also find the quotient and the remainder. So in this case again we will find the quotient and remainder, but what will be the difference? You observe this. So first of all you will see whether the divisor and the dividend both are written this in the descending power of x or not. So these are already written. So now here the coefficient is 3 and here the coefficient is 30. So we want 30. So by which number you will multiply this 3 to get 30? You will multiply it by, because 3 tens are 30. So we will write it here 10. Right? So number we will get it 10 into 3, 30. Now you see the power of x, here power 2, but here we want power 4. So 2 more power required, so here you will write x square. So now you got 10x square here, and by this 10x square you will multiply all 3. So 10x square into 3x square, so it will be 30x to the power 2 plus 2, 4. So 30x to the power 4 plus, here plus, then 10x square into 2, so 20x cube minus 10x square into 4, it will be 40x square. After this you will change the sign, so this is cancelled. Here negative 20 and positive 11, so you will get negative. After subtracting, so you will get 20 minus 11 minus 9, negative is more. Then you see out of these two, positive 40 and negative 82. So here you are getting negative more, so you will get negative 42x square. Then minus 12x and plus 48. Now you see what sign you want. You want to sign minus. So here you will write minus. After that you see the number what you want, 9. Here the number is 3. So by which number you will multiply? So 3. So minus 3. Now you see the power here. It is 3. But here power 2. So one more power required. So we will write x. So here we will write minus 3x. And by this minus 3x you will multiply all 3. So minus 3x into 3x square will be minus 9x square. Now minus 9x cube. Then plus into minus will be minus 2, 3 is 6. X to the power 1 and 1, 2. So minus 6x square, then minus into minus plus and 3x into 4 will be plus 12x. Now change the sign. So these two cancel. Here you will get minus 36x square and here both are negative, so minus 24x and plus 48. Then now you want minus sign, so write minus. You want 36. Here the number is 3, so by which number you will multiply? So 12 3 is 36. So 36x square. Then here plus, but here it is minus, so minus plus minus minus. Then 2x into 12 will be 24x. Minus into minus plus 12 into 4 will be 48. After this change the sign and you will get the remainder 0. So here what is the difference between the previous question and this question? Here the remainder is 0. In the previous question the remainder was something. Here quotient is 10x square minus 3x minus 2. So you see we will use this dividend algorithm. So dividend is equal to gx into qx plus rx. So what is gx is the divisor. Then qx is 10x square minus 3x minus 12 and plus remainder is 0. So dear children, whenever you are getting the remainder, you can say the divisor is the factor of this also. Sometimes they can ask, check whether it is a factor of this or not. So what will you do? You will do the long division method and you will find the remainder 0. If the remainder is 0, then you will say the divisor is a factor of this. If remainder is not 0, it is not a factor. Now to verify this division logarithm, so you will multiply these two, quotient and divisor plus remainder. So if after multiplication you will get 30x to the power 4 minus 9x cube minus 36x square plus 20x cube minus 6x square minus 24x minus 40x square plus 12x plus 48 plus this 0 remainder. So after simplification, after adding the like terms, 30x to the power 4, here power 3, here power 3, so 20 minus 9, so positive 11x cube, here power 2, here power 2 and here power 2, you will combine all these three, so you will get minus 82x square, then x minus 24x and plus 12x, so you will get minus 12x and plus 48, and this quantity is same, so we got the dividend. So we have verified the result, dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So because it is verified, so we can say the division is correct, there is no mistake. And one more thing we observed, that it is a factor of this, that is divisor is a factor of dividend because the remainder is 0. This was the purpose behind this, to take this question because the remainder is 0. Now you see this question, this is from miscellaneous exercise of your textbook. It is also a difficult question and this came last year in the compartment exam. So you see this question, in this case you have to find out the zeros of the polynomial, and one question of this type will come, it will be of 3 marks. So do a good practice of this, do at least 5 questions of this type in your notebook, find out from your reference books. So fx is equal to x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35 are 2 plus root 3, 2 plus minus root 3, find the other zeros. So one 0 is 2 plus root 3, second 0 is 2 minus root 3. So one time you suppose x is equal to 2 plus root 3, so after transferring you will get x minus 2 and minus root 3. Then second time you put x is equal to 2 minus root 3 and after transferring you will get x minus 2 in the bracket minus root 3 or x minus 2 plus root 3. So these two will also be a factor. So if this is the factor, so remainder will be 0, means if I will divide the divisor this by this, remainder will be 0. Similarly if I will divide this by this, again the remainder will be 0 because both will be the factors. How we got? One time you will put x is equal to this, second time you will put x is equal to this, and after this you transfer to left side to get the factors. So if this is the factor, this is the factor, then the product of these two factors will also be a factor of the dividend. So here if you will multiply these two factors, you will get x minus 2 whole square minus root 3 whole square, and after simplification you will get x square minus 4x plus 1. So this will be the factor of this given fx, right? Because if these are the factors, so product of the factors will also be the factors. So this method we are using. So now this will be our divisor and this is the dividend. So write this, and but before dividing this, check whether the powers are written in decreasing powers of x or not. So these all are in decreasing power of x, these are also in decreasing power of x. So now you see what is the power of x to the power, here 4, but number before this 1, here it is 1, so here we will not write any number, or we can write 1. Now you see the power of x, here it is 2, here it is we want 4, so 2 more power required, so here you will write to x to the power 2. Now by this you will multiply all 3. So x square into x square, x to the power 4 minus x square into 4x will be 4x cube. Now plus 1 into x square, so 1x square. Change the sign, subtract, so this is cancelled. here positive 4x cube and negative 6x cube, so you will get minus more. Minus is more, so negative 2x cube. Now here minus 26x square and plus x square, this will change to minus, so it will be minus x square. So minus 26 and minus 1 will become minus 27x square plus 138x. Now again you see you want what sign you want, minus sign, so you will write minus here. Now you see what number you want. You want 2, here the number is 1. So by which number you will multiply? So 1 into 2 is 2, so write here 2. Now you want power, here you want power 3, here the power is 2, so one more power required, so 1 time x. So now you got minus 2x. By this minus 2x you will multiply all 3. So minus 2x into x square, it will be minus 2x cube, minus minus plus, so 2x into 4x will be 8x square, then minus 2x into 1, it will be minus 2x. Change the sign, so these two cancel. Here this will be negative, so both are negative, so 27 and 8, it will be minus 35x square, and here positive is 138 and this is also positive, so plus 140x. We will copy the remaining term, that is minus 35. Now you see what sign you want, minus, so write minus. What number you want, 35, here the number is 1, so by which number you will multiply, 35. 1 into 35 will be 35. Now you see the power of x, it is 2, here the power of x is 2, so we want the same power, so no need to write any x. So now we will multiply by minus 35 by all three terms, so minus 35 into x square will be minus 35x square here, then minus 35 into minus 4x will be plus 140x, and minus 35 into 1 will be minus 35. Now change the sign to subtract, and after changing the sign we will get the remainder 0. So in this case the remainder is 0. Here we want find the other zeros, right? So to get that you will see the quotient. Quotient is x square minus 2x minus 35. So this quotient we will take x square minus 2x plus 35, and what was the remainder here? 0. It means the divisor is a factor, right? It is now very much clear, which we were telling about this in the beginning. So it is proved. Now we will take the quotient, and this quotient we will factorize. We will split the middle term of this. So after splitting the middle term of this, we will get x minus 7 and x plus 7. And after this we want to find out zeros. Two zeros were given in the beginning, that was 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. After that you want the remaining 2. So for that you will this is your divisor. So this divisor, sorry, quotient. So this quotient you will factorize by splitting the middle term. So you will get x plus 7, x minus 7 and x plus 5. And to get the 0, I taught you always put the polynomial is equal to 0. So put this is equal to 0. So x minus 7 will be 0. So this will give x is equal to 7. Then x plus 5 is equal to 0 will give x is equal to minus 5. So other two zeros are 7 and minus 5. Right? So this is good question. Please do good practice, because this type of question came last year in the compartment exam. Now see the next question here on dividing. So what is, if you will read it, you will understand what is the change, variety of this. On dividing the polynomial fx is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by the polynomial gx, and the quotient is qx and the remainder is rx, where qx is equal to x minus 2 and rx is equal to minus 2x plus 4 respectively, then find the polynomial. So here we have to find out the polynomial gx. Here gx means divisor is not known to us, but what is known? Qx, that is quotient is known, and rx, remainder is known. So if this is known in the beginning, that quotient as well as remainder, that time we will use the division algorithm. Division algorithm is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So with the help of this you will find out the value of gx into qx. So gx into qx will be equal to fx minus rx, right? This is also important question. It is from your textbook. So once again, fx, that is dividend, is equal to gx into qx plus rx. Now gx plus into qx will be equal to fx minus rx. Now because we want gx, so we will put it as it is, and in place of qx we will put the value x minus 2. in place of fx, value of fx, it is given here, and here rx, right? So because minus is before that, so this will change the sign. So you will get gx into x minus 2 is equal to x cube minus 3x square, and this x and plus 2x will become 3x, and plus 2 and minus 4 will become minus 2. So now this quantity is in multiplication, so we will find out the value of gx. Gx will be equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 upon x minus 2. It means to get the value of gx, we have to divide this polynomial by x minus 2. So now we will divide this polynomial by x minus 2 because it will go in the denominator. It means we have to divide. So by x minus 2, if you will divide, you see what power you want? 3. Here power is 1. So 2 more powers, so we will write x to the power 2. Now by this x to the power 2, we will multiply this. So x to the power 2 into x minus x to the power 2 into 2, so 2x square. So change the sign. So after changing this, cancel. Here you will get positive 2 and negative 3, so you will get minus x square plus 3x copy as it is and minus 2. Now you want minus sign, so write minus. You want power 2, here power 1, so 1x. So x minus x into x will be minus x square. Minus x into minus 2 will become minus plus 2x. Now change the sign, so x square cancelled, and here we will get 3x minus 2x is equal to x and minus 2. Now you want plus x, so plus 1. So we will write plus 1 into x will be plus 1x, and plus into minus will be minus, and 1 into 2 is minus 2. Now you will change the sign to subtract. So plus x minus x is 0, and minus 2 and plus 2 will be 0. So again the remainder is 0, and here after dividing this by this we will get the value of gx. So in this case we got the divisor. So it is completely reverse process. In the other cases we were dividing and then we were verifying the division algorithm. Here with the help of division algorithm you will find out the value of gx, and that you will find by division method, right? Now see the next question. What must be subtracted from this polynomial so that the resulting polynomial is exactly divisible by 4x square plus 3x minus 2? So second question where I did today, I explained if the remainder is 0, then the divisor is a factor, right? This I taught you. So same process we will use in this question. Here dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So by this, dividend minus remainder will be equal to quotient into divisor, right? Here value of the polynomial, this is given, so it is the dividend, and 4x square plus 3x minus 2. By this we want to check it should be properly divisible. So by this we will divide. So after dividing this, what is happening here? You are getting first of all you will see here what number you want, 8, but what is the number here? 4. So you want to get 8, so to get 8 you will multiply it by 2, and you see the power here 2, here you want power 4, so you will multiply it by x square. So by 2x square you will multiply each term, so you will get 8x to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 4x square. Change the sign, so this cancel. Here you will get positive 8x cube, and here you will get negative positive 2x square plus 7x copy, and then minus 8 as it is copied. Now you want number 8 and positive, so write plus sign. Here 4 you will multiply it by 2, so write 2 here to get 8. Now you want power 3, but here power 2, so one more x is required here. So here we will write plus 2x. So plus 2x into this. So plus 2x into 4x square will be 4 to the 8, x to the power 4. Sorry, x to the power 3. So 8x to the power 3. Then 2x into 3x will be 6x square. Then 2x into 2 with negative sign, so minus 4x. Change the sign, 8x cube cancel. 2x square minus 6x square will give minus 4x square. Here 7x plus 4x will become 11x and minus 8. Now you want minus sign, so write here minus, and here you want 4. So 4 you will multiply it by 1, so to get 4. So here plus minus 1. Minus 1 into 4, x. So minus 4x square. Minus 1 into 3x, minus 3x. Minus 1 into minus 2 will become plus 2. Now change the sign, so this cancel. Here 11x plus 3x will be 14x, and minus 8 and minus 2 will become minus 10. So student, here you see the remainder is 14x minus 10, and where will you stop? Wherever the power of x is less than this here. So remainder will always have the power less than the divisor. So here you will stop. So you got the remainder. This was the divisor. But the question is, what will you subtract from this so that this should be divisible? So if it is divisible by this divisor, then the remainder should be 0. Right? So what will you do? You can put this is equal to this much, this quantity, whatever is the remainder, balance. This value we will subtract from this to get the remainder 0, because this much is extra here. After dividing, this much is the remainder here. So this balance is extra, so this we will subtract from this to get the number is divisible by this. Right? Now the next question. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 12 and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So again this question I have selected because one question of this type will come 100% guaranteed. Right? So please understand it. So this was your polynomial fx is equal to x square plus 7x plus 12. Split the middle terms, you will get x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. From this you will take x common, so x plus 4 plus 3 common, then x plus 4. So you got the factor x plus 4 and x plus 3. After getting these two factors, to get the zeros, you will put the polynomial is equal to 0. So polynomial, this is equal to 0. In place of this, we will write the factors is equal, product of the factors is equal to 0. So either the first factor is 0 or the second factor is 0. So if x plus 4 is 0, x is equal to minus 4. If x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. So we got two zeros, one is minus 4, one is minus 3. So one we can suppose as alpha, one we can suppose as beta, right? So now you find out the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, it means minus 4 and plus minus 3, it will become minus 7. Now you find out the product of the zeros, so alpha into beta, it will be minus 4 into minus 3, it will be plus 12. So sum of the zeros, minus 7, product of the zeros, 12. Now this minus 7 we can write minus 7 upon 1. So we can say minus sign and 7 is the coefficient of x. So we can say minus into coefficient of x upon here 1 is the coefficient of x square. So we can say coefficient of x square. So minus 7 upon 1 is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Now similarly for the product we got 12 we can write 12 upon 1. 12 is a constant term, so constant term upon 1 is the coefficient of x square, so we can write constant term upon coefficient of x square, right? So this value and this value are same, this value and this value are same. So we will show these two values same and we will show these two values are same. If they are same, then we will say it is verified, right? So one question of this type will come. Please do a good practice of this type of questions. Now the next question, it is also of the same type. I have taken one more question so that you can understand this topic once again. So again we will write the factors of this polynomial by splitting the middle term. So we will get square root 3x plus 2 and 4x minus square root 3. Now to get the zeros, we will put the polynomial is equal to 0. So fx is equal to 0. It means the product of the factors is equal to 0. So either the first factor is equal to 0 or the second factor is 0. So if first factor is 0, this will give you under root 3x is equal to minus 2, so x is equal to minus 2 by root 3. This will give 4x is equal to root 3, so x is equal to root 3 upon 4. So these are the two zeros, right? So this is alpha and this is beta. So we will find out sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta. So minus 2 by root 3 plus root 3 by 4. Here LCM is 4 root 3, we will get minus 8 plus 3, it will be plus 5. Sorry, minus 5 upon 4 root 3. So minus 5, what is 5 in this expression? 5 is coefficient of x, this is the value of b. So it is coefficient of x upon 4 root 3 is the coefficient of x square, right? So it is verified. Similarly for product of these two numbers, alpha into beta will be equal to under root 3 cancel, it will be 2 by 4, so 1 by 2. So 1 is the constant term here. So in this case, alpha plus beta is this and alpha beta is this, 1 minus 1 by 2. So this shows this is the value of constant term. Here 5 by minus 5 by 4 root 3. So minus 5 by 4 root 3 is, this we can get directly. This we got after adding, and this we can get directly. Coefficient of x is 5 upon coefficient of x square, so 4 root 3. So this is verified. Now here product is minus 1 by 2. So here we will get constant term, that is minus 2 root 3 upon coefficient of x square, that is 4 root 3. So here root 3 cancel, and by 4 you can get it, so you will get minus 1 by 2. So here these two values are same, these are for product, these are for sum, so it is verified. Now see this question, this is also very important, it is also the same kind, but here some numbers, coefficients are in fraction form, that is why I have taken, otherwise method is same. So first of all we can take 1 by 6 as common, so this will be quadratic polynomial. After this we will split the middle term, we will get 1 upon 6 into 6x square plus 9x minus 8x minus 12. So 1 upon x, that from these two we will take common, so we will get 3x common, so in bracket 2x plus 3, and from these two we will take minus 4 common, so 2x plus 3. So we will get 1 upon 6 and 2x plus 3 into 3x minus 4. So after getting these two factors, I told you to get the zeros, always put the polynomial is equal to 0. So fx is equal to 0. It means 1 by 6 into 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 4 will be equal to 0. This will give us 2x plus 3 is equal to 0 and or 3x plus 4 is equal to minus 4 is equal to 0. So this will give us x is equal to minus 3 by 2 or x is equal to 4 by 3. So alpha will be first root, it is equal to minus 3 by 2 and beta will be 4 by 3. So you got two roots. Now you find out the sum of these two roots, that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3 by 2 is the value of alpha and beta is equal to minus 4 by 3. So after adding we will get minus 1 by 6. Right? This is the sum of the zeros, and now you find out the product. So product is alpha into beta, that is minus 3 by 2 into 4 by 3. So this will be equal to minus 2. So we got the value of product of the zeros, that is minus 2, sum of the zeros minus 1 by 6. Now you will find out by this formula, sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So minus coefficient of x is 1 by 6 upon 1. So this is equal to minus 1 by 6. So this value and this value is same, it means sum of the zeros verified. Now you will verify the product of the zeros. Product of the zeros is minus 2. Now you find out by the formula, constant term upon coefficient of x square. Constant term is minus 2 and coefficient of x square is 1. So minus 2 upon 1, it is equal to minus 2. This value and this value are same. So product of the roots verified and sum of the zeros, it is verified. So both the things are verified. So we have verified the relation between the coefficient and the zeros of the polynomial. So that's all for today. I hope you understood, and this is my desire you do the practice of these questions or this type of question, because I am very much sure from my side you will get one question of relation type and one question of finding the zero by long division method. So please follow this and do the good practice of these two type of questions, because 100% one question will come. So all the best, enjoy your day and don't involve any wrong activity. Right? Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.